The President of the United States just told Fox News that Iran will get a good thrashing. And here in Europe, the striking thing is not the threat itself. It's that we've watched him say almost exactly this over and over for months now, often with no thrashing to follow. From Berlin, American foreign policy increasingly reads like a script that keeps promising a climax and never quite arriving. On Tuesday evening, Washington time, United States Central Command reported that Iran had fired multiple ballistic missiles at American troops in the Middle East, the first such strike since Washington paused its own attacks on Iran. All of them, Central Command says, were intercepted. Jordan confirmed 5 missiles shot down over its territory. Iran's Revolutionary Guards claimed the target was an American base in Jordan. Trump's response was, in his words, that American forces had just minutes to react to the surprise. And then the familiar line, "We will hit them hard. They will get a good thrashing." Here's what an outsider notices. This is a man who has threatened Iran with devastating force repeatedly through a months-long conflict and whose martial language has not always been followed by action. That gap between the words and the deeds is now itself a diplomatic problem. Because the article notes his relationships across the Middle East are strained and voices are growing louder demanding that the Americans simply withdraw. Deterrence, it turns out, works less well when your adversary has learned to wait out the rhetoric. Meanwhile, a quieter American drama is unfolding that Europeans find genuinely baffling. Senator Mitch McConnell, 84 years old, has not voted in the Senate for 43 days. He has attended no official appointments. Aside from 2 photographs released by his own office, the public has heard nothing from him since he was hospitalized in mid-June after a fall. Kentucky's Democratic governor has now written to McConnell with a simple request: speak to your voters aloud or resign. His reasoning is almost quaintly reasonable. If he can hold a 17-minute call with his protege, the governor said, referencing reports from Republican colleagues, he can call any of your news channels for 3 minutes. We are only asking for a small proof. So far, silence. From the outside, this is the recurring American puzzle. A superpower run, in part, by men whose capacity to serve is measured in photographs, and there is a third thread. Trump is taking his defamation case with columnist E. Jean Carroll to the Supreme Court, arguing presidential immunity should shield him from an $83 million jury verdict. A jury already found him liable for sexual abuse and defamation. His new argument: the government should be sued instead of him because he made the statements as president. A decision is not expected until June of 2027. 3 stories, 1 theme. In each, American power keeps reaching for a rule, immunity, deterrence, disclosure, and quietly discovering the rule bends around whoever holds the office. That's the view from here. What does it look like where you are? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for the perspective American media won't give you.